Hello everyone, are you ready for another adventure? It's me, Wokey, and I'm back with another fake Grand Order video. Would you look at the time? October's coming to a close and November's on the horizon, so it means it's time to take a look and see what's coming to the game in November. That's going to be today's video. I hope you like it. If you do, feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what you're most looking forward to, and let's begin. So first off, how do we know what's coming to the game? Well, the reason we know is that JP is 2 years ahead of us. So we get to see what they went through. And we go through basically the same thing. There's a little bit of a difference here and there, which I'll talk about as we go deeper into the video, but that's how we know. So, what's currently going on in our version of the game is that we have the Story Clear Support Campaign 2025 Part 4, and the Grail Front event, Castle of Shining Dawn and Castle of Shadow Dusk, and both of these are ending on November 4th. So, we can see here on the JP version of the game, their version of the Grail Front ended on November 15th, and then the first event of November happened in the 15th. So it would, if we were to follow the same line of thinking, then that means on November 4th, we should get Ordeal Call Campaign Part 4. We could get it a little bit early if they decide to throw it out early, but that's hard to know. A lot of the times we have to take a guess, and I'm going to take a guess and say, hey, this isn't happening till November. But if it does end up happening in October, then I'll have a video to talk about and have a little funny story saying I was wrong. But anyway, inside Ordeal Call Campaign Part 4, it's the same basic stuff. Some new Ordeal Call free quests are coming and challenge quests, along with some new missions that we get to do, some new campaigns, and a bunch of little limited time events, such as the Bleached Earth getting 1/2 AP, and Arc 1 and Arc 2 main quest 1/4 AP, some more Stereoton Spirit Vein stones showing up again. The same basic stuff we always get with one of these, but the big thing is of course the summoning campaign, because this summoning campaign has Arjuna Altar, Jinako, Lakshimba, Asclepius, that's not how you say his name, that's how I like to say his name, and William Tell, with the first banner being Arjuna Altar, Lakshimba, Asclepius, and then the next day it's Jinako, Lakshimba, and William Tell. And yeah, the big one for here is 100% Arjuna Altar. He's going to be showing up. So if you are a fan of Arjuna Altar, or if you're a fan of killing the shit out of things, then Arjuna Altar is your boy. He is the Berserker AoE for Buster, and he's damn good at his job. And it's funny, the reason I'm laughing is because this is an insane, huge thing to add into the game for sure, and he's not even the craziest unit getting a banner during November that we know of. So yeah, that's going to be the main thing about Ordeal Call Campaign Part 4. Pretty simple stuff. It's basically, hey, just play the game and do basic Ordeal Call stuff. And there's also going to be a banner with Arjuna Altar if you so wish to summon on. And then next, so on JP, again, if we're following the same line of thinking, 2 days later, the 29 million downloads campaign started. For some reason, and I'm going to assume it probably has a little bit to do with the wiki, because if you look at the wiki, their relief of upcoming events seems to believe they were thinking Melu was going to be coming in October, which seemed to just not, I guess they were thinking that they wanted to accelerate stuff, but I don't know, usually we go a little bit slower near the end of the half. It could still happen. There's no reason for them to not include Melu early, I guess. But for right now, I'm assuming she's happening in November, which I believe I said that the last time I made one of these videos where I said, I'm pretty sure Melu's in November and not October, but, you know, it is what it is. But let's talk about the 29 million download campaign. Similar, there's going to be a bunch of new campaigns with a login bonus where the final thing is going to be 30 cent quartz. Obviously, when this actually gets announced, I'll take a look at it to make sure that all the details are the same. But for right now, I'll just point out the most obvious thing, which are 30 cent quartz. That's a done deal to go in here. The Da Vinci Workshop Mana Prism will also have the 5 summon tickets that you can get, along with all the other basic stuff that they always add whenever they bring in a limited time Da Vinci Workshop Mana Prism thing. Same thing goes for the Rare Prism shop, except for there's no tickets in there. There should be a new CE, which is a permanent one, which is Beyond the Night without the Snow Flower. Some new Craft Essence are going to be joining into the game, which are old free-to-play ones that were event-related. Some more limited-time daily mission stuff, where you can get foes' footprints, and then some other campaigns related to having a bunch of units coming in. Ember Gathering 1/2 AP for Servant EXP of every class, open all day. It's great. It's great and super suck chance ×2 for Servant and Craft Essencing. Servant and craft essencing. That's not what you call craft essence leveling. That's the right way of saying it. And then Melu will show up as an NPC support servant for Ember Gathering quests for a limited time, if you so wish to just use her for that, I guess. Some game updates will be happening. This one I know for sure is happening because this is the one for... We're going to get like a little tab for all the craft essences that are Mana Prism Exchange and Rare Prism Exchange. So they'll be moved to something called the Recollect Essence. I don't know if we're going to keep that exact name, but something like that. Something to hold our seasonal craft essences that are not included as well. So I guess seasonal craft essences aren't being put in here, so good to know. And this we already have, which is the new sorting feature update for craft essences. We already got that, so we're not getting it here. But yeah, the big thing about this is, of course, Melu and Bargus are getting a banner, along with Holy Heart, which is going to be a regular rate-up craft essence, and then there'll be new craft essences added, but they're not actually on rate-up, which is the Blank Man, Natural Predator, and Foggy Scene. Melu. This is definitely a big banner for a lot of people. It's a big banner if you are a fan of Bargus and want a really good unit to potentially get while you're attempting and failing to get Bargus dupes, which is what I've been thinking about as someone who's wanted to get Bargus to NP5. Melu was obviously an amazing AoE Lancer for Buster, an extremely good single target Lancer for arts that you can never use the third skill until you're sure that the battle is going to end, because it means that she is no longer single target, but still an amazing one to use regardless. And just in general, both of them are fan favorites, so a lot of people are waiting to summon on this banner specifically, and I don't really blame them, because like I said, huge fan favorite, strong as hell, especially Melu, 100% worth going for if you are interested in her in any kind of capacity. If you're interested in her for her strength, for her character, whatever it is that you like about her, she's definitely worth going for. And good luck with that one. Like I said, I've been getting a lot of people saying, when's Melu? When Melu? This is nice, when Melu? So it's been at the back of my head going like, they really do think this Melusane stuff is going to be happening in October, but I'm almost positive this is going to be November like it was on JP, but we'll see. There's still plenty of time. Let me knock on that wood. Either way, you should be ready. It should be here, if not in October, then it means it's basically like a week and a couple days away, unless they decide to not follow the JP schedule for whatever reason. Next, we have the Evocation Festival Part 6, which is a way for them to bring in some old free-to-play servants. In this case, it's going to be Sakamoto Ryoma, Cha-Cha, and Nightingale Santa, so those three will be added in. Perfect for the season. All three of them related to Christmas. I'm lying, of course, only Santa. Why am I screwing up your name? I literally just said it a couple minutes ago. Santa Nightingale is the only one related to Christmas. And just like one of these in the past, one of these Evocation festivals in the past, it'll have the same basic thing of a login bonus where you can get a total of 10 Saint Quartz as long as you remember to log in, along with a buttload of Evocation Leaves, limited time master missions where you can again get 10 Saint Quartz and all that, a commemorative craft essence, and campaigns that make it really easy to level these up, or get their bond up, or get their servant strengthening quest in. And there will be new servant strengthening quests as well. Cha-Cha will get one that will change Golden Rule Calamity to Golden Rule Calamity B++. Ryoma will get one to his NP, which will change Like a Soaring Dragon EX into Like a Soaring Dragon in quotation marks EX. New permanent extra missions as well, where you can get more evocation leaves by simply just playing the Lost Belts. It's Lost Belts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.1, and 5.2. Clear them and you'll get some evocation leaves, 500 for each of them. And then the summoning campaign that's in here is one that will feature the units Demon King Nobunaga, Sakamoto Ryoma, Lancer, Nightingale, Summer Nobu, Okada Izzo, and Nursery Rhyme, with the first of the banners being Demon King Nobunaga and Summer Nobu, and then 2 days later, Ryoma and Izzo, and then 2 days later, it's Nursery Rhyme and Nightingale, and it's really funny that this is the banner that has no limited units, because the other ones are all limited, including Izzo. Very funny how that works out. But yeah, that's Evocation Festival Part 6. That'll be coming along. Then after that is GudaGuda Super Goryokaku. right here. And this is the one that you're going to have to be looking forward to if you are ready to grind, because this is raid. So make sure a raid battle, if you've not participated in raids, raids are basically like bosses show up and you have a very limited time. It's like they have a health meter where they say like there's 2 billion of the Imagawa General, and everyone works together to try and take down that number. And once those numbers are gone, you can't really challenge them anymore. And they drop a lot of good stuff. Like, for example, if we could just take a quick look and see here, the Imagawa General has some... look at these drops. These are insane. These also help with grinding the event. So it really makes sense to take advantage of these raids while they're available. Try and do them in the hardest difficulty in which you can comfortably farm. If you can't farm it at the highest level, don't waste time trying to like 10 turn something when you could easily one turn a little bit lower. Make sure you actually are doing the one that you know for sure you can easily handle and kind of go from there. Yeah, look at this comet shard, shell, and this is only one of them. And so yeah, after we deal with one of these raids, another one will show up. In this case, you'll see that they'll go from... it was available from this point, and then this is when it died on JP. Never look at how it died on JP, because you can see here that it took 4 million, but it barely lasted like 2 hours or so. If that, like, it was insane how quickly they kill these things. It's always insane to me. But yeah, and then after that, a new one pops up, and then you kind of keep going from there. Raids. Make sure you have your stamina ready and make sure you're actually awake for them, because if you miss them, you can't do them. It's very unfortunate that that's the way it goes. But besides the raid that's coming with these, there'll be a summoning campaign, a bunch of them, including a friend point campaign. The first banner features Takeda Shingen, or Takeda Horinobu, and Nagakura Shinpachi and Mori Nagayoshi. My boy Shinpachi finally making it into the game. Love to see it. Summoning Campaign 2, which features Okita Hijikata, Saito Hajime, and Mori again. Which Mori is a limited 3-star, so if you can get him while you can get more copies of him, that's good. The next banner after that is Kenshin with Shinpachi again and Mori. And then Summoning Campaign 4 is another banners that feature Izumo no Okoni, Okita Soji Alter, Sen no Rikyu, and Mori again, with the main banner being Sen... no, it's not Sen, it's Izumo no Okoni first, and then 2 days later it's our Okita Alter. Not the summer one, it's the regular one. And then 2 days later, Sen no Rikyu and Mori again. And during this entire time, there will be a friend point campaign where you can also get copies of Oda Nobukatsu, which if you do not have him at max whatever, then I would suggest getting him while you can. This is a good time to use the free-to-play friend point banner and go crazy on it. Though don't go so crazy that you lose everything, because you want to save it for some future friend point banner stuff that you want to go to. Just get enough for NP5, and if you want to go for more medals, then go for it. Mine is fully medaled out. Mine has everything that he could possibly need, so I'm pretty solid on that one. And yeah, that's GudaGuda Super Goryokaku. It's pretty simple because it's a raid system. Obviously, when the event is coming closer to release, I'll talk about it a little bit more, but that's just a quick overview. And we know for a fact that this one's going to be coming late November, because they told us ahead of time. So there's nothing like this coming in the middle of November. What's likely coming sometime nearish the middle of November is an NA exclusive banner, which we can take a look at over here. So we do this every year. It's Thanksgiving, which you can see right here. Thanksgiving is in November. This is a NA exclusive thing that we do, because obviously they don't celebrate Thanksgiving over in Japan. But this is the Thanksgiving special. And it's usually an assortment of banners along with some limited stuff to do, like maybe some master missions. A good way to quickly give people some missions to do, so we can give some Saint Quartz that they potentially missed out on or something like that. And the banners, there's usually 6 units, or in the past I think there's been 7, but it's very hard to guess who's going to be on this banner. It's typically just fan favorites or people who haven't had a banner in a while. I would like to consider them units that make you go, fuck, I really wasn't expecting them to show up right there, so I now am compelled to summon. Last year, it was Bride Nero, Skahawk, Summer Tamamo, First Asan, Tyra no Kagakio, and Bazette, who are all units that make people go, damn, and make them immediately drop sync words that they were saving. That's the main purpose of the Thanksgiving Day banner, is to try and drop sync words from you. It's very hard to guess which units are going to be on it. I usually always thought the Skahawk was usually a pretty good lock-in for this one, because even during the early days, it was her on it. Gilgamesh has shown up. Literally anyone that you can think of that is a fan favorite that would make people drop their savings and potentially go for them, they have a chance of showing up on this banner. Me and my brother are going to be doing a video. We weren't able to do it last year, but we did the year before then, where we're going to have 6 guesses and try and guess who's going to be on the banner. Because it really is just kind of a free throw to try and guess who's going to be on this. There's just no way to actually know. So you have to guess it based off of who hasn't had a banner in a while and stuff like that. And the loser of that one, which is the one who gets the least right, has to play a little bit of Mr. Bones, which was the punishment that was like that was the punishment 2 years ago. But anyway, yeah, Thanksgiving, it should show up. It will be here this year, and that will probably be a little bit before. I don't know, maybe a little bit before Goryokaku. I don't know. I think that would probably make a little bit more sense if they want to make this a little bit late November, but maybe they could also be around the same time. I don't know. I guess we'll have to see. Like I said, a lot of this stuff, as you can see from the JP version of the game, was a little bit wacky, and we're obviously not going to be waiting till November 15th to get this, so we have to get this a little bit early. Who's to say that even this will be 2 days later? They could delay it, but I really do feel like it will follow about 2 days later. And then they can try and sketch maybe Evocation Festival, and then it would make sense to me to kind of do Thanksgiving. And then next, Goryokaku. But again, it's just a guess. It's an educated guess at best. I don't know for sure. I'm just trying to do my best to help you out, and if I'm wrong, I apologize on that, but it should be good to go. So that is the basic overview for November. If you want to take a quick look and see what's coming to the game next month after that, and then the beginning of the year, we do have December. Thankfully, Goryokaku is basically the last new unit to be added to the game, so these two are the last summonable units for the game. And then there's no more new summonable ones until the new year, so that means that the Christmas banner on this one is not going to be anything too crazy. From what I can remember, it might be crazy. Nemo is getting a banner. Brito March is getting a banner. BB Summer and Asvataman are getting a banner. Caster Scotty and Asvataman are also getting a banner together. A friend point campaign for Mary Anning, which is pretty nice, but there's no need to St. Quartz on that one. So it's pretty chill near the end of the December as you try and save to get ready. It's the last chill month we're going to have for a while, because at the beginning of January, that is going to be New Year's, which the New Year's unit for this year is going to be the Saber from... I'm laughing because I'm trying to not spoil who it is because I'm still going through it. It is the Saber from Fate Samurai, and the first of the month there is going to be the Waxing Moon Clashing Swords Chronicle, which is going to be a collab with it, which is going to feature more units coming from Fate Samurai. And this is going to be an insane year, because this is also the year of the collab. Along with that is also a GSSR that is going to be happening, that is paid St. Quartz, that is always happens during the new year. There's one during New Year's and then one during anniversary that I have to start preparing to make a video going over. Don't worry, I planned to go over it. And then the upcoming year is going to be kind of crazy too, because there's going to be a lot of stuff to summon on. There's going to be a lot of collab stuff. There's a free SSR selector in here somewhere too that I also have to make a video talking about. But that's all stuff in the future. But that's kind of what it's looking like. And that's the end of the video, everyone. Thank you very much for watching. I'm glad to finally be done with this. You have no idea how often I had to repeat the beginning of this video over and over and over again, because I was trying to make it as perfect as I can, but I really have to drop that habit of mine. It's very bad. But because of how many people now watch it, I always want to try and do better, and when I'm not doing better, I really put myself down pretty bad. but I'll learn to get over that. But starting in 2026, I guess, because we're looking at 2023 for JP. For starting in 2026, I got to make some changes to make things easier for me and make things better for you on your side as well. But man, yeah, I tried to record this video like yesterday, and I was so unsure of them releasing Mellow early that I decided to give it one more day. Plus, I also sounded crazy dead tired because I spent most of my brain capacity trying to win in the Hololive Halloween tourney that was going on, and I failed spectacularly at that, so I threw the first game. A lot of fun, of course, and it was my first experience in that, and, you know, had a lot of fun. But anyway, yeah, we're coming to the end of the video. Thank you very much. If you want to show support to the channel, you can show it by leaving a like, comment, and subscribing. I made it past 5,000, which is really cool. I really appreciate it, especially since I reached 5,000 during a month where I like to kind of like... What's the right word for it? I like to do a lot of Halloween videos that don't necessarily help my channel. They actually probably hurt my channel, but I have so much fun talking with friends, and it lets me do something different that I always do it no matter what, and that's always really fun to me. It's always fun to have guests on and do something just a little bit different, especially since I also have guests who typically do different kind of things, and they can't, because YouTube punishes you for trying to be different, I allow them to do it by letting my channel take the hit, and it's a lot of fun every year, and I'm almost done with it this year, so it's surprising to get to 5,000 subs while that's going on, because YouTube is actively looking to try and hurt me during that entire time, so if you have not seen any of my videos pop up, that's likely the reason why. But anyway, I'm digressing too hard on this one. I'll see you guys in the next video, whatever it may be. I wish you guys the best of luck in whatever you end up summoning for, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Until next time, bye-bye. Peace out. Bye.